One thing I will say is that I have no shame in calling that Sergeant Rainier, whatever he is, SS. And here's why. I was lured to 30 East College Street. When I was there on the site, I even mentioned that. I was invited over. I was here sharing my location. Regardless if they knew or not, maybe he used one of those prank call apps to make brief phone calls. They were short. It sounded like he wanted to keep them short. The free ones are short, I've heard. Obviously, that could be it. But to me, it's abnormal. It's an unusual circumstance, an unusual situation. It's not normal. I was there. I was discussing that, pointing that out, showing them that I was lured. That evidence was never acknowledged. That shows an implicit bias. When I was lured there, I would not have been there hadn't I been lured. That places me at a geographic location I would not have been at hadn't I been lured. Another thing, obviously there's that, right? This is saying this guy is bad, he's wrong, he's guilty. That's coming to a judgment prior to anything. Not acknowledging the odd circumstances. They got mad that I mentioned the Target bag, the time it takes to travel from Miller to Target up on the hill by the mall, all the way down there. It's not as quick as it took them, all the kids to get back who lived in 30 East College Street. It's not. So I have no shame in calling him that, because to me, when I'm being called the soy boy, when I was lured to a residence I wouldn't have been at, to provide context for an HRO that I can already show that there's an exalted claim in, and falsehoods as well. The exalted claim, I will quote right now, he claimed in that HRO paperwork that I texted him every calendar day of the month of September 2019. I did not. He would need to provide evidence for that, otherwise that is a clear exaltatious claim placed in an HRO application. Why was I lured to 30 East College Street? Why? This is unacceptable. I will push for the truth. Is Brian Morgan my father? Is Peyton my brother? Or was I just abused and gaslighted and the cops went along with it, never heard me and only listened to mob, only listened to the voices of many, never wanting to hear me? Well, you will need to hear me, because this is unacceptable.